Hi guys! So today I'm going to be walking through how to complete the Unit 1 homework. You will have to create an infographic using Google Drawings. And so the first thing that you're going to do is you're actually going to obviously go to the Unit 1 homework assignment. Once you have clicked on the link in Moodle, you will see the instructions, and you'll also see the link that will take you to the template, how to share from Google Drawings, Slides, or Docs, and then also you'll see down here I have an example set up. So you will be once again creating an infographic using Google Drawings. This is one of the apps within the Google Suite. So with your student email, you have access to all of the Google apps, Google Drawings, Google Slides, also YouTube, which we'll be using heavily, Google Slides. So you'll be using these apps extensively throughout this class. And what you have to do is you have to answer these questions here that are in this bulleted list. And if you actually go to this link right here, it is going to show you my example template that I've used. You don't have to use this template. You actually won't have access to it in the link that gives you the different templates, but this is just an example of one that I designed of a way that you could set it up. So in order to get to our templates, what you'll do is you'll click this link right here. It is going to take you to this Google Drive folder that I have shared with everyone. And so you will choose one of these 4 templates, and you can edit this. So if you don't like the colors, you don't like the font, you can change them. That's totally fine. But for this example, what I'm going to do is choose this 4th one right here. So when you click on it, you're going to see a couple things. First of all, when you get to it, you probably see this right here that says view only. And you're like, how am I supposed to do this? I can only view it. So there is something that you have to do in order to be able to edit the template. So you go to this button right here, File, and then you're going to go to Make a Copy. When you make a copy, it is going to copy it to your drive. Click Select, and then click OK. Once you have made this copy, you will be able to edit your copy. Now, it is important, you do have to be logged in to a Gmail email in order to use the Google Drive and Google Suite apps. So when you're logged in to your email, I'll just show you really quickly. When you're logged in to your email, this can be your student email or it can be a personal Gmail email that you have. That's fine. This is actually my Clemson email. And if you click this little tic-tac-toe board right here, these are the Google apps, and this is how you access all the different Google apps. There are even more if you click more down here at the bottom. So what we're using is Google Drawings. You don't see it here in the list, but it is one of the apps that's available to you. So you have to be logged in to some type of Gmail email address in order to use these. So I recommend being already logged in before you start the assignment, but if you're not, it will prompt you that you have to sign in. So either way. So here we have our infographic, and we're going to try to make it look maybe similar to this other one over on this side, or at a minimum answer all of the same questions. So we moved it over. So this is Unit 1 homework, why is public speaking important? So up here at the top, change the title. Why is public speaking important? See, it's a little big, so we're going to have to make that font a little bit smaller. That's too small. All right, so 24 looks pretty good, and we can actually put up here at the top, Unit 1 homework. If you don't like this font, you can feel free to change it to a different font. That is okay. As long as it's readable, then that is fine. I don't have a problem with that. Now, something that might not be readable will be something like this. So a script font is probably not a good idea. I can read that, but it's just not the best option. So I'd choose something that's easily readable. Go back to what I had it on. Unit 1 homework, why is public speaking important? Another thing up here I have created that's actually down at the bottom on this template. So you have to click inside that box, scroll to the end. So I'll just put my name in right here, Chelsea Slatt. And then you're going to start moving through all of the questions that you have to answer. So if you look here on the template, I have an example and directions for you. So the first question is, I need to be able to communicate clearly in order to, and then you have to write a 2 to 3 sentence answer to that question. You can either use the book, or you can actually give your own opinion as well, or talk about why you're going to need public speaking or how you're going to need public speaking in the future. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you wanted to, in this box, you could put, I need to be able to communicate clearly in order to. Once again, you see that that's too big and it's kind of a weird font that we can't really read. So we are going to change it to our same font that we used up there at the top. I'm actually going to zoom in some, if it will let me, so we can see this a little bit easier. Well, not really sure why it won't let us zoom in on this, but anyway, at any rate, that's about as big as I can make it. So we have, I need to be able to communicate clearly in order to. Maybe move that around a little bit so it's not down here on the box. And then down at this lower box, this is where you're going to answer the question. When I look at this, I'll actually be able to see it much larger, so don't stress if you think it looks very small. As far as how to zoom in on this, I'm not 100% sure because this little zoom button right here is not working for whatever crazy reason. Anyway, so you're going to go through here on all of these questions and answer them. So over here we have, I need to be able to communicate clearly in order to. 3 ways being able to speak in front of others will help me in the future, and you have a list. So you can change out all of these over here down through 8 to these other questions that are over here on this side, or if you're looking in Blackboard, it's the questions that were in the bulleted list. So there are actually 7 questions. So you won't need all the way through 8 over here on this template. So you could actually delete off the 8th one, and that would give you a little bit more room to answer, so it won't be so close together. And I guess it won't actually let us take 8 off of there. That's interesting. So for the pictures, if what you want to do, you could probably actually just put a picture over that so we can't see it. You can actually copy, Control C, or Apple C if you're on an Apple device for copy. Control V is victory, as in victory, to paste, and put more images on here if you want to. If you go back on the homework, you will see that one of the things I'm going to be looking for are going to be images or graphics that are related either to public speaking or just academic or school related. So you might not want to put like a hairbrush picture or a picture of like some type of something that doesn't relate to school. Maybe like an apple or a book or students in school, people up in front of people speaking. So I don't really care what goes in there. It just needs to be kind of all related to this one theme. If you look over here on this one, you see that we have like pens, notebook paper, pencils, books. So just use your own judgment and change those pictures out to something that makes sense to go with your template. If you want to change colors or do anything like that, so this is actually an image. So you can go to replace the image and change the whole background image if you want to. Now, granted, it won't have all of those numbers. Or you can go to format options. You can recolor if you want to. So we can make it, well, so we can make it pink. We can make it green. So you can change things to make it look however you want it to look. Other important things for you to remember is just that I definitely need to be able to read this. So if you choose a font that is very difficult to read, then be aware that as far as the design of your homework goes, then that could negatively affect your grade. Once you get done creating your infographic and you want to turn this in, what you're going to do is go over here to this blue share button. So when you wave over it, you see it says private only to me. Also, what I would do is I would change the name of it up here to your name and Unit 1 homework. So I've changed the name. I'm going to click this share button. And what you have to do is you have to click the button that says Get Shareable Link. I want you to turn the link into me. You'll have to turn in links for several assignments. So please pay attention to this because several of the things you have to turn in a link for will be assignments created using a Google app. So we click Get Shareable Link. All right, so you think, oh, here's the link. I'm just going to copy it and I'm good to go. Not necessarily. So I'm logged into my Clemson email. And so it says anyone at Clemson University with the link can view. Well, none of you guys go to Clemson. And on your end, when you look at it, if you're logged into your student email, it will say anyone with a student.uacch.edu email can view this. I'm an instructor, so I don't have a student.uacch email. I just have a UACCH email. So what you have to do is click this little button. Then you see here, more. You need to click this one right here, and you see this on the homework back in Blackboard. I have a picture that shows you what to click. So you'll click right here on anyone with the link. So it doesn't matter what email I'm logged into, anybody that has the link can see it, or they don't even have to sign in just to be able to view it. Click Save. Then you are going to highlight and copy the link. Once you're done with the homework and you're ready to turn it in. Okay guys, so once you have your link and you have clicked the submission button on the Unit 1 homework, you are going to go here and you're going to see that I actually have it restricted to where you can't turn in a PDF or a Word document because all you need to turn in is the link. So you go down here to the online text box. You may try to right click and paste, and as you see on my browser, it won't even allow you to select paste. So most of the time with many browsers, with these little boxes like this on Moodle, what you actually have to do is use the key commands. So the key command for paste is going to be Control V, or it might be Apple V if you are using a Mac product. So that's V as in victory, Control V. And other key commands that are useful, Control C or Apple C is copy, Control V as in victory is paste. It's not Control P because Control P is print. Anyway, and we'll talk more about key commands throughout the semester. But you'll just submit that and you'll click Save Changes, and that's all you have to do. Hopefully this wasn't too hard. Thanks, guys.